You know, during my travels, I got to see many young Americans give their VOD speeches and their Patriot Pen speeches. And I was in Tennessee, and this young man impressed me with his speech. I walked up to him and his family, and I said, "You got a good shot at winning the national award. You really do. And I have nothing to do with those grading." And lo and behold, he won the national award. 76 years ago, that's how long VFW's Voice of Democracy program has been reaching, inspiring, and helping to mold future leaders of the great American's youth. Since its inception, this premier scholarship contest has helped to ensure our nation's heritage will never be lost, allowing students the opportunity to give voice to how they perceive our nation and how many liberties afforded to them. Each year, what is reflected in this program is an extension of the values and ideals of our nation's hold dear. Last year, we asked high school students across the globe to reflect and tell us, why is the veteran important? Scotland Stewart, a sophomore at Franklin High School in Winchester, Tennessee, answered with a poignant essay, reminding us the brave men and women who have served. The veterans of America's great military risked their lives so that we might live ours in the shadow of peace. His moving essay earned him the esteemed title of National 2022-2023 Voice of Democracy winner, and in March, I had a wonderful opportunity to present Scotland with his first place check of $35,000. Scotland represents the many thousands of young people who participated in the scholarship program every year. And he, along with his peers, have clearly shown our nation will be very capable hands when it's time for them to lead us into the future. Please join me in a huge warm welcome and celebrating Scotland Stewart's achievement of 2022-2023 Voice of Democracy winner.
All right. Morning, everyone. It's great to be back with the VFW again. Great to be on stage again. I want to thank Commander Borland and Mr. Reddy, of course, again, for their continuing support of the Voice of Democracy program, outlining the importance of preserving our nation's history, our nation's values, our nation's beliefs, and our younger generation's fight to preserve those values as well. I think our nation, especially this younger generation, has definitely lost sense of the true values, the true dignity of what it means to be an American. And I think the VFW does an amazing job of preserving those rights, preserving these beliefs, and supporting the veterans who selflessly fought to do so, to protect those rights. So I've summed up what it means to be a veteran in 4 words: honor, integrity, loyalty, and service. These are simple words to most of us, but to our nation's veterans, these are their core values in life. These words sustained them as they defended us. With many organizations and charities like the Wounded Warrior Project, American Legion, Veterans of Foreign Wars, Stars for Stripes, taking rise across our nation, many may sit back and wonder, why are veterans important? What significance do they hold within our nation? Why should we expend so much effort for so few people? Like trophies in a case, pictures in a frame, statues in a museum, our nation's veterans serve as a key living piece of remembrance of our nation's history. Their lasting battle wounds tell stories of war. Their scars resemble our nation's fight for freedom, and their medals represent their lasting commitment to defending America. With revisionists attacking our nation's history and inalienable rights. Veterans provide the personal stories of valor and sacrifice that reminded next generations of the true positive impact their service to our nation has had. These courageous men and women literally placed their lives on the line in an effort to protect our nation, to eliminate foreign threats against our nation, something most others don't have the ability to comprehend or declare. Veterans do this not for fame or fortune, but for America and our future generations. In a day where our nation's children and young adults turn to entertainers and celebrities as their potential role models, veterans serve as a moral compass of the virtues of sacrifice and giving to a greater cause. Our veterans' sacrifices represent loyalty, integrity, and honor, and their service to our nation should not be ignored. Unfortunately, in America, respect and remembrance of our veterans has declined beyond an acceptable level. The plight of our veterans, once returning home, is disgraceful. An estimated 1 out of every 4 homeless men have served in the U.S. military, and over 500,000 veterans each year remain without a home. Every single day in America, 22 veterans commit suicide. Unfortunately, because of shameful truths like these, those willing to step forward and serve our nation are becoming rarer. The percentage of Americans who can claim veteran status has declined from 18% to 7%. With the sacrifice these brave men and women have made for our nation, those statistics are unacceptable. To have to live under these conditions and remain unrecognized and uncelebrated after doing something that requires such a supreme amount of bravery and integrity should embarrass our politicians and should instill guilt on those who have done nothing to help with the cause. Although these statistics show the negativity occurring towards our nation's veterans, they highlight just how important it is to honor those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation. So why are veterans important? These brave men and women fight the battles abroad so that we don't have to fight here at home. They provide the very liberty that allows us to enjoy the rights guaranteed in our Constitution while placing themselves in harm's way to do so. Imagine waking up every day knowing that day may be your last, having no certainty of your survival, with the possibility of being involved in a battle that may leave you dead or permanently injured. Consider constantly wondering if you will ever see your spouse or your children again. Understand that in order to return to the safety of your own home, you must first survive an enemy assault intended to kill you. This horrifying scenario is the daily life of an active duty military member. In a day and age where we bow down to singers and athletes, the very least we can do is thank those who place themselves in said scenarios. We as a society should contribute to causes and charities that help our nation's veterans, as well as vote for individuals that prioritize the needs of those who selflessly sacrificed their lives for us. Veterans of the U.S. military are important because they risk their lives on the battlefield so that we can safely live ours in the shadows of peace. In return, we owe them the same honor, integrity, loyalty, and service that we receive from them in defense of our nation. Thank you all very much.
Kids, our future vision. Like I said, when I visited Tennessee, I said, wow, that is a good speech, and I have a feeling it's going to go a long ways, and it did. Congratulations, Scotland, and good luck in the future.